Here with manager Lee Allinson after a 2-1 win over Bedworth United in the FA Trophy. Lee, we didn't make the performance easy. How would you kind of sum up our performance?
Yeah, I mean, I think preparation is very, very key in football, and I have to question whether 1 and 2 prepared themselves properly. Bally wore moulds first half because he's forgot his studs, and again that just comes down to preparation. He couldn't get near no one. And full credit to Bally second half, we got him some studs, and to be fair, I thought he was one of the best players on the pitch. We started the game well. We did 4 corners, and we're just about not risking the ball. Don't give them an opportunity, don't give them a chance where they can go and score and then become hard to break down. And we go and gift them a really, really sloppy goal. Donks is trying to find LP, he's not on. Broke to get a corner, he's dropped in the 6-yard box, and the lad rifles it home. And listen, on the second half performance, you say, okay, great, we're in the hat for the next round, but we should probably be going to Bedworth on Tuesday, if I'm perfectly honest. But listen, we'll take it. Sometimes you have to win ugly, and today we've done that.
You feel like a big part of the problem was obviously having to adapt. Bally started out wide, and we needed him in the midfield once we conceded. I think a big problem was not just sticking it on Kai, but maybe Kai getting sent off and Ruben leaving all at the same time. I think that was part of it.
Yeah, but Bally can do that job. He's seen him do it at lots of games last year. The reason why Bally was no good out there in the first half is because he had moulds on. He couldn't get around the pitch. The one thing you do, as I said, there was nothing wrong with the midfield. First 20 minutes, or first 14 minutes was very good. We got on top, we were winning our corners, we were causing problems, we were creating pressure. And then you go and give the goal like that, and you have to change the way you play, then get Bally in the middle of the pitch. And like I said, second half he's run the show on the ball. But it just all comes down to preparing yourself properly. And there's a slight problem with us when we come up against sides that are from a lower league. But what you've got to do with sides like that is that they've come in, they're outstanding. Bedworth, they worked ever so hard, they were hard to break down, they were a lot better than they were last year. They'd cope absolutely fine in our league this year. They're a good side, they'll probably go quite close in their league. And whether it's just a lack of discipline, a lack of belief in our areas, you've got to turn up and win. It doesn't work like that, football, and it's got a habit of kicking you straight in the nuts when you're not doing right. And luckily, as I say, we've got away with one there today, and I'm really, really happy to be in the next round. Second half was good though, I was pleased with our second half.
What do you feel we did differently second half?
We just moved the ball. Too many times Tommy got it, went long. Too many times the fullbacks got it, went long. We didn't pass it through the thirds. We didn't get it into Sean Lucian's feet, who I felt had the beating of his fullback in both sides of the pitch. And second half we done that. We passed it with a purpose. We passed it forward. Donks' distribution, after being told at half time, was outstanding. He's one of the best in the league, and I expect that from him every single week. Tommy moved it right. Devontae, we just dropped him back into fullback, and we played very, very well second half. It's not take away our second half performance was good, but overall they still created chances against us. I felt that Shane Bush was the best player on the park. I thought he was exceptional, and Joe working off him as well was very, very good. And we just moved it, and we looked to create our own atmosphere and our own desire and drive and get us up the pitch, and we've done that second half. And as I say, I thought on a second half performance it was really good, and you'd say if you played like over 90 minutes you'd win the game. Luckily, as I say, we've got away with one there. We've done it for 45. We've nicked 2 goals, and apart from the minute in the bar in the last minute, we've nullified them, and as I say, happy to win the game.
We talked last game about Peter Clark's energy. You feel this made a big impact in the game?
Possibly, one thing Clarkey does, he moves people around the pitch. He works off of Bushy, he works off of Joe very well. I thought Solomon come and done a really good job down the right as well. It just wasn't working with Matty and Devontae. They both like coming onto the ball, either that's centre midfield or full back. Not natural to them to receive the ball with the back to play at times. So as I say, I thought Solomon done a good job there, and then Clarkey just starts working and getting him in behind teams, and what he done, he took runners out of areas where there was lots of bodies and created space for Bally to then play and move it. And as I say, I thought his impact was excellent, very similar to last year against Harrow. I think we've done the same at 1-0 down, and he's come on, turned the game. We ended up winning 2-1, very similar to today.
And can you tell us about Saturday's game?
Yeah, it's going to be tough, mate. We've got a lot of injuries in there at the moment. We need to try and wrap everyone up. We might have to look at maybe bringing 1 or 2 in to get us through the next few weeks. So yeah, we've lost a couple. So it's going to be a tough game. Rushden are a good side. We talk about it every week. There's no easy games in this league. But if we're on our day, if we play right and we play like we do against Colville, Tamworth and Banbury, you know, we have much chance of winning as they do. So, you know, onwards and upwards, and hopefully we can go and get 3 points next week.
Brilliant, thanks.
Cheers, mate.